is fascinating. You know, it reminds me of when I first came to Bethel, and we were facing tremendous debt, and it was a challenge. And Brother S.V. Adams, in his way, God bless him, I love him, looking forward to the reunion on the other side, realized that we were in financial straits, and he picked up the phone and called folks and said, I need $100 because we got bills to pay. And then some folk got mad because he didn't call them. He probably didn't call them because they might not have had $100. But it was a fearful situation. And I remember telling my mother, you know, I'm not going to worry about this. I didn't make the debt. She said, yeah, but you the pastor. Whether you made it or not, you have to lead your congregation out of it. What a frightening situation, to be held accountable for what somebody else did. But when we face frightening situations, God gives us what we need to get out on the other side. He will provide all that you need to be all that he wants you to be. 3 things I want to share with you as we face fear and face our fears. See, the first thing we have to understand is that fear is a common problem for all of us. Yes. All of us scared about something. Mm-hmm. You know, we're afraid that we're going to disappoint other folk. Mm-hmm. We're afraid folk going to disappoint us. Yeah. We fear the possibility of being eliminated by the system that treats people as numbers rather than persons. We fear that we just gonna get lost in the shuffle. We fear the possibility of a dreaded disease or untimely accidental death. You know, I didn't fear disease at 30 like I do at 50. We fear the possibility of an international catastrophe. We fear somebody gonna grab some planes and fly into some other buildings. We fear that one day that somebody might decide to leave a bomb on the train station. We fear so many things. We fear financial insecurity. Some of us are afraid that if I don't have enough money, what am I going to do? And some of us are fear that death is coming and that we got to stand and give an account. Fear is a problem for all of us. But see, we have to understand that God wants to deliver you from the bondage of fear. That's right. See, Paul told his son Timothy that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but one of power and of love and of a sound mind. Well, if God has not given us a spirit of fear, then where does fear come from? Come from the pit and the smoking. I believe that there's a demon named fear who has the job of going around and trying to stop you from doing that which God has ordained for you to do. Just by putting a little buzz in your ear. You can't do that. What make you think that ain't even, that's not for you? We heard a wonderful presentation the other night, and this guy showed us some beautiful churches, and we sitting there, we're going ooh and ah, and then it got down to brass tacks. How much is this going to cost? He said, I don't know yet. Yeah, but how much? He said, well, look, let me put it this way. He said, you don't build stuff that I've just shown you for $400,000. And if you're looking at $1 million, that's enough to get you started. Because I'm sitting there thinking, man, can you imagine me going back to Bethel and say, okay, y'all, we're going to need a couple of $1 million to build. They're going to look at me like he done lost his mind. I ain't crazy yet. and I don't fear because I know certain things. I know some things. And see, one of the things that I know is that, first of all, that fear is the thief of happiness. See, nobody can enjoy the happiness that God wants him to have if he feels the agony of fear at the same time. You can't enjoy stuff that you got, that God has blessed you with, if you're afraid you're going to lose it. You know, you can't enjoy a new car if you're worrying about how I'm going to pay for it. You know, we got people that moved into beautiful houses who wondering if they got to move because they can't pay for it. Or, in a worst case situation, able to pay for it, got a job, but then wondering if they're going to have a job next week. Because fear has run rampant. You know, it's interesting when we look at even the secure jobs. Folks in secure jobs are afraid. And the reality is that some of the time we're fearing stuff that may not happen. There's a good chance if you're a tenured teacher, if you're doing the stuff you're supposed to be doing, you're going to have a job. I don't care how much they prorate the budget. If you work for the federal government, I don't care how much reduction in force they're going to do, there's going to be a job somewhere for you if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're getting up every day and going to work, folk would be foolish to let you go. We have to look at fear and realize that its whole purpose is to steal your joy. See, the fear robs us of the possibility of worthy achievements in life. If we fear failure, it causes us to hesitate to set achievable goals.